MAGA is in full meltdown mode over comments Olympic athletes like Chris Lillis, Hunter Hess, and Amber Glenn made. They are calling them traitors and automatically going to extremes like boycotts, even death threats. Watch the comments that set off MAGA.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the
Yeah, it's been a hard time for the community overall under this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try and fight for our human rights. And now, especially, it's not just affecting the queer community, but many other communities. And I think that we are able to support each other in a way that we didn't have to before, and because of that, it's made us a lot stronger. I hope I can use my platform and my voice throughout these games to try and encourage people to stay strong in these hard times. I know that a lot of people say, you're just an athlete, like stick to your job, shut up about politics, but politics affect us all. It is something that I will not just be quiet about because it is something that affects us in our everyday lives. So, of course, there are things that I disagree with, but as a community, we are strong and we support each other, and brighter days are ahead of us.
To express unhappiness with the current administration is a very American thing to do. It doesn't mean they hate their country. MAGA's just going to have to get over it. They even did it respectfully. A foreign concept to MAGA. MAGA has to stop confusing their orange idol for America. They're not the same thing. That our administration for months allowed ICE to go unchecked, I feel is un-American. But their comments, the athletes' comments, no. To use your First Amendment is very American. The whole firestorm started with our president calling Hess a real loser. Here's the True Social post. U.S. Olympic skier Hunter Hess, a real loser, says he doesn't represent his country in the current Winter Olympics. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team. And it's too bad he's on it. Very hard to root for someone like this. Make America great again. Our president calling someone publicly a loser and all the other wonderful names he likes calling people, it's just nuts. He's not the only one. Here's a comment from someone on X about Chris Lillis' comment. Easily solved, get out. You first. Conservative Washington Post columnist Mark Thiessen complained listening to athletes whine on politics is going to ruin the Olympics. Other large MAGA social media accounts shared a similar sentiment. For the record, I'm rooting against our men's Olympic ski team. There's nothing worse than a bunch of woke beta males like these snowflakes representing American overseas. They're not the ones complaining and whining. And Rumble host Graham Allen posted, I'm sorry, but if you have mixed emotions about representing America in the Olympics, you should not be allowed to represent my country. And he also added, I'd rather us lose with patriots than win with traitors. They are patriots. They're just not happy with this administration. Orange Idol is not America. Another prominent MAGA account posted, hey kid, you're not doing this country a favor by repping us. In fact, by doing what you've done, you're not representing us. Take the uniform off. We don't need you. You know, maybe MAGA could go and start their own Olympics, be just of a head, just as much of a head as their Super Bowl halftime show, which pretty much everybody's making fun of, especially since it seems that Kid Rock was lip syncing. Buzz Patterson. I'm watching the Winter Olympics opening ceremonies, and I'm bombarded by U.S. athletes bashing our nation. I just want to watch sports. I'm a skier, and I love watching skiing and hockey. What I don't watch are sniveling, virtue signaling, pampered kids on my dime. This shit is tired, and I'm not sure what he means by my dime. But U.S. does not provide any federal funding to send athletes to the Olympics. MAGA is no stranger to melting down at the Olympic Games. They were furious in 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris after the opening ceremony featured a drag queen parody of Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. I'm so tired of MAGA throwing their 2 cents on everything. I mean, it's got to be tiring to be them. Just about little shit or people who don't think like you. There are over 8 billion people in the world. The majority don't think like MAGA. No wonder there's a coffee brand with a display of a gun on the box. These people are angry, paranoid, looking for boogeymans or someone to hate on the minute they wake up.